Sure. My name is Kris Keller. I'm the guitar player from Black Note Graffiti.
Beautiful. Your sound fuses rock with metal and textured layers. How did you land on this particular blend, and how has it evolved since your earlier work?
Well, I play I played rock and roll with my younger brother and my best friend Adam for many years, and then Ricardo and Gabby joined the band in the last several years and kind of continued on with the same thing. But that's pretty much the deal.
Yeah, and so Gabby obviously added her own sort of flair into you guys, the band.
Yeah, we're definitely more well behaved now since she's joined the band. But she has brought out the best in all of us, so it's been really cool.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome. And you've worked with Josh Schroeder, who's known for producing heavy hitters. What did he bring out of you during the making of Resist the Divide?
I would say the greatest thing about working with him as a producer is he'd listen to everyone in the band to find out and figure out exactly what sound we wanted on each instrument from, guitar, bass, vocals, whatever we wanted to do. And we pinned that down with him and then recorded it. And then so what happened was at the end of the recording, we had something that really represented each member in the band, which was pretty special.
Yeah, all of you. So you all had your own input.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Equally.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the themes of addiction, trauma, and self-redemption are central in Resist the Divide. Was there a specific turning point in your lives that shaped this focus?
I guess all of us at the time were going through all of those things in a different way,
Mhm.
living our lives, and so it was a nice release for dealing with all those things. And like I said, all of us were in a different place in dealing with dark things, and this was a way to vent some of that frustration. And life is hard. It really is, and being a human is difficult. So this was a great place to go. We booked a studio for a month with Josh, and just got to dig in and let all that out. And so it was really a special situation where this is the best record probably I've ever been involved with.
Yeah, yeah. And so did it feel quite cathartic, I suppose, to release this album?
Yeah, it was great. It was really great, and especially we got to release it with an Australian label, Golden Robot, which we love those guys, and they've been really helpful. And so it's cool that you met with me today since we're on a Australian label, and so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, no, we're so excited to have you. And speaking a little bit more about Australia, do you know if there's any Australian tours in the works?
I hope so someday. Not right now, but that would be a dream.
Yeah.
And you never know. I mean, when I was a kid, I would never have believed the things that I've got to see and play and stages that I've got to play now. So I feel really lucky for that. So you never know. I hope one day that we do. Yeah.
Yes, yes, me too. And is there, talking a little bit, I know you guys are from Ann Arbor, is there another US town that feels like a second home to you guys after playing there, or?
Well, yeah, I would probably say we really love Toronto and Canada. It's a really great. It's got a great rock and roll scene. We played a lot of festivals and shows there, and it's very similar to Michigan, being a northern, uh, uh, you know, United States northern state.
Mhm.
If you look at a map, yeah, just to give anyone who doesn't understand the U.S., if you look at a map, Michigan is like the hand, the glove or the hand with the lakes going around it, and then Canada's right above. So we just go over the border, and we in 4 hours we're in another big city,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. So I would say Toronto's been great. We've been to Austin a lot of times. That's way south in Texas, but we love that too. And we're coming up. We're going to Appleton, Wisconsin, which is very similar to Michigan. It's just west of Michigan, and we're doing a festival there on August 1st and 2nd, and so that's coming up. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, is that the Mile of Music Fest?
Exactly.
Yeah, beautiful. And do you can what can fans expect from that performance? Are there any surprises on the set list?
Well, that festival is really a unique festival for the U.S. because a couple of reasons. It's free, which is awesome,
Oh,
and it literally is a mile of music. They close the streets down and they have music for a mile
wow.
down this drag. And there's over 300 artists, and so it's really amazing. But the thing is, with that festival, they treat the artists so well. I mean, it's we get when you go there, you can get dental, you can have dental care, you can get, you can see a psychiatrist, you can, um, we get nice hotels, we get food and lodging. I mean, the whole time, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, it's a really amazing festival, and it's a lot of independent artists.
Yeah.
So it's just a cool to be involved in it, and the people putting it on are, I mean, you go into this festival and there's all these moms that are like, what do you need? What can we do? And you're
Oh,
really well taken care of. So it's a really centralized festival. So not only do the fans get really great treatment, for one thing, it's free,
yeah.
but the fact that the artists are treated so well, we really love doing that festival. I think this is the third or fourth time we played it. So that's going to be amazing.
It sounds amazing. I have actually never heard of it, but that sounds like something I'd love to go to, especially if it's free.
Yeah, yeah, it's free, and it was featured in the Rolling Stone last year,
Oh,
and so it's become pretty popular and pretty hard to get into,
yeah,
as you can imagine. Artists love it because they're so well taken care of.
that's it. And with the free healthcare, just a side note, and dental, is that something that happens in Wisconsin like already, or is that just something special that you guys get given?
It's just for this specific this festival that they
Yeah,
offer that, which is really cool.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it's
interesting.
crazy. I know it sounds really bizarre.
Yeah,
But I know, and I mean, they do everything from like custom earplugs so that artists protect their ears, and it's free. Everything's free for the artists to get all these benefits, and it's really cool.
that's amazing. And I know you guys have released a limited vinyl edition of Resist the Divide. Was there a particular reason or feeling behind that move?
I love vinyl,
Yeah.
and all of our albums are available vinyl on our website. And I actually have one right here, but yeah, I just love the fact of like holding, feeling it, opening it, playing it, and it's an experience. And in this record, especially this album, especially because you can play it through. We wrote the record to be played through from start to finish. That's how
Mhm.
we did it. And so it definitely had to go to vinyl.
Yeah.
So that's the backstory.
Yeah. See, I've only got a few vinyls, but I'm really funny about them and I won't open them. I treat them like a museum piece. What about you and your vinyl collection? Do you feel like everything should be opened and played?
I do.
Yeah.
I have some limited edition stuff that's expensive, but I don't care. I still play it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm not going to be that person who just it's not going to play it because it's worth money. It's
Yeah.
it's worth listening to. But that said, when we're done with this, if you email me or send me your guys's mailing address, I'll send you guys some vinyl. So just let me know how many you want, and I'll make sure everybody over in your team gets one.
Oh, thank you so
Please.
much. That'd be wicked.
Please do. I would love for me to have this, somebody listening to this in Australia and going, "Oh wow, check out this
Oh,
band," and loving it. I mean, that would just make me so happy and make my
oh
day.
yeah.
So I'll take care of it because
Oh,
we actually do really well with vinyl,
yeah.
and in we sell more vinyl online in Europe than in the States. So it's really interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, we're selling stuff in Germany and all over the place. So yeah, I'd be happy to send you guys some copies.
Yeah, we'll have to get it going here too, the vinyl.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And the music video for Place You Lie is visually gripping. How did that collaboration with William Wombat Felch come together?
Well, I've saw some of his work in the past, and he's based out of Atlanta, and I really like the guy. I mean, his stuff's kind of dark. Well, it is dark,
Yeah.
but he's really talented and he's really cool. And it was going to be relatively for a indie band, so to speak, a low budget. And he's worked with some huge artists. I mean,
Yeah.
so and he actually like called and said, "Yeah, I want to do the project." And yeah, so it was like, okay, cool. So he flew in from Atlanta. Him and his wife flew into Detroit. We rented a studio in Detroit, and because we're like 30, Ann Arbor's like 30 minutes from Detroit,
Okay.
which Detroit's a huge, a great place to catch bands coming through. People in Detroit love rock and roll. They show up in bands. They make money here because
Yeah.
people come. They buy tickets. They buy albums. They buy tickets, and so they love Detroit. And it's really close to where we're located. So anyway, so he flew in with his wife, and we filmed it in one day. And we were lucky on a limited budget that he took on the project. But we had a great time. He did a great job. It was really cool.
Ah, that's awesome. And speaking of some big names as well, you've shared the stage with giants like Lamb of God and Bring Me the Horizon. What's the biggest lesson or influence you've taken from these shows?
I would say that be on time and be nice to the crew and the staff because they're going to make it happen and they're going to make you sound good. And
Yeah.
if they don't like you, they're not going to care. So if you get in that situation, do that and do your due diligence and do the right thing. And yeah, we've been lucky enough to open up and play in front of some pretty big crowds and pretty special moments.
Yeah. Was there one defining moment that was like a pinch me moment for you?
I guess Upheaval that's like the biggest outdoor music festival or biggest festival in Michigan. It's in Grand Rapids, and that was great. I mean, it was kind of surreal playing a stage with those kind of bands. But you get to go backstage and hang out with all these roadies and really see that it's not really all the glory it's people would think it is.
Hmm.
It's hard and it's dirty, but when you get up there and do your thing, that's the magic moment. And so that was pretty special.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I know myself from seeing a few shows from the side of the stage or backstage, how much work goes into it, and it's almost like, is this all going to be worth it? And then the payoff at the end, obviously, it's always worth it. But a lot of work goes into it, doesn't it?
There's so much work and it's there's so much energy and it's like and just like what you're saying. I mean, ticket sales are getting expensive. Tickets are expensive now, but there's just so much involved in it, and
Yeah.
everything is getting more expensive. But if you love it, you pay it and go. And the artists, I mean, it's to be in it in a lower level. If a band is stuck around and doing it, they're not doing it for the money. They're doing it because they love to do it.
Mhm.
That's the
Definitely.
that's the truth.
Definitely, especially starting out, even bigger bands. I know from doing concert touring and promotion that the bands usually aren't the ones that take the big cut of money. Anyways, it's usually the events and the organizers. But that's a different topic for another time. But but you're so
Oh,
right.
that's exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
people are they're not doing it for the money usually at the start. Beautiful. And last question. Your music is deeply introspective and often feels like a call to action. Do you consider BNG a band with a message, or does the message grow out of the music naturally?
I say on this album there was kind of a message of, you know, we're playing hard rock, we're a loud band, and a lot. When we play live, we're loud, and it's hard rock, and it's heavy rock, just like you guys, heavy.
Yeah.
So we do heavy music, and but I would say that. Um, you know, as far as, can you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah,
I
sorry, I
totally
have to.
forgot where I was coming around to this.
That's fine. I almost forgot the question myself. Your music is deeply
Thanks.
introspective and often feels like a call to action. Do you consider B&G a band with a
Oh
message,
yeah,
or does it grow out of the music naturally?
absolutely. Thank you for repeating that. Yeah, resist the divide. That's what I was trying to get. I was almost there.
Yeah,
The message, like we're doing this hard rock thing, but we're trying to do a positive message and bring people together and deal with, dealing with problems and things that being a human in life, and that's what all these songs are really kind of come back to on this album. So it's, that's what I have to say about that. So yeah, it's, we're trying to bring a positive message even though it's hard rock,
yeah. Yeah, no,
so
I can tell you're really proud of it, and it does seem like, you guys have put a lot of effort and thought into it so that the listener walks away feeling something or maybe relating to what you guys are talking about.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Kris, beautiful. It's been so lovely talking with you today. We love Resist the Divide and can't wait to see you guys here soon, hopefully.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, like I said, years ago, I never would have thought that I've got to play stages that I've got to play today. So you never know, we may be there. And again, thank you so much for having me on and helping us promote the album.